Serie A Hellas Verona vs Roma prediction, team news, lineups preview. After steadying the ship with a midweek win, Roma returned to Serie A action on Sunday, when they meet Hellas Verona at Stadio Bentegodi. The Giallorossi had lost 3 of 5 games prior to edging out Torino, while Hellas had an even worse run of form, sending them spiraling down the standings. Match preview. Beaten by Inter Milan, then thumped 5-1 by Fiorentina last weekend, Roma had slumped into the bottom half of Serie A before kicking off Thursday's home game versus Torino. That prompted speculation about the future of recently appointed boss Ivan Juric, who was in need of maximum points against his old club at Stadio Olimpico. With just 1 win from 3 games in the Europa League, the capital club have been below par on the continental scene too. And Juric admitted there had been dressing room unrest following that heavy defeat in Florence. Missing star striker Artem Dovbyk due to illness, the ex-Torino coach asked Paulo Dybala to operate as a false 9. And the Giallorossi's mercurial maestro rewarded his manager's faith by scoring the winning goal from an improbable angle. For a couple of days at least, that lifted Roma back into the top half. Albeit still 12 points adrift of first place and 6 behind in-form rivals Lazio. Despite bringing in Dovbyk and several others this summer, the Eternal City side still averaged just 1 goal per game in Serie A. However, they may expect to improve that rate on Sunday, given their hosts' recent woes. While Verona's last top-flight away win over Roma came more than 50 years ago, after a 2-1 victory in August last year, they have won 2 of the club's last 3 meetings at the Bentegodi. However, the Gialloblu come into this week's contest following 3 straight defeats for the loss of 10 goals, leaving them with the worst defensive record in Serie A so far. Their league campaign started brightly under new coach Paolo Zanetti, with a shock win over current leaders Napoli, but since the last international break Hellas have recorded an abject run of results. Just days after losing 3-0 at home to Monza, they suffered a 6-1 beating by Atalanta BC in Bergamo, so the pressure was on to stop the rot against fellow strugglers Lecce in midweek. Instead, Zanetti's men lost 1-0 after going down to 9 men at Via del Mare following the dismissals of Jackson Chachetwa and Rita Bellahine, the latter of whom lost his head completely, that left them just 1 point clear of the drop zone. Team news. Ivan Juric was forced to change his plans at short notice on Thursday, as Roma captain Lorenzo Pellegrini picked up a knock in training and was only fit enough for the bench, while top scorer Artem Dovbyk was laid low by illness. Both could return to the team this weekend, though Juric spoke highly of Paulo Dybala's display as an unorthodox striker against Torino. The latter's superb first-half finish took him on to 125 Serie A goals, joining Gonzalo Higuain in 3rd place among the league's top Argentinian scorers. Only Hernan Crespo 153 and Gabriel Batistuta 184 have managed more. The visitors will again be without Alexis Saelmakers, who is sidelined by an ankle injury, but Mario Hermoso is now available after serving a suspension. Verona are still missing injured trio Juan Cruz, Pavel Davidovic and Martin Freese, while Jackson Chachetwa and Rita Bellahine must both observe 1-match bans. First-choice goalkeeper Lorenzo Montipo was benched in midweek, but he is likely to come back in for Simone Perilli. Meanwhile, Dani Silva could replace Bellahine in midfield. Hellas Verona possible starting lineup: Montipo, Daniliuk, Galardi, Magnani, Brederick, Duda, Silva, Suslov, Serdar, Lizovic, Tangstedt. Roma possible starting lineup: Sviler, Mancini, Ndicka, Angelino, Selic, Luffy, Cone, El Shaarawy, Pellegrini, Dybala, Dovbyk. We say, Hellas Verona 0-1 Roma. Verona have conceded an average of 2 goals per game on home turf, and their confidence must be low after losing to Lecce in such dismal fashion. As a result, Roma can record their first win on the road, easing the pressure on Ivan Juric, who could beat 2 former clubs back-to-back. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.